Who would have known opening a door would open my mind to so many opportunities? Hi, my name is Kayla, and this is my personal branding video. In the video, I will be talking about my strengths, experiences, skills, and goals. If you were to go ask my friends and family what they think of me, they would say I am caring, passionate. They say I'm passionate because ever since I opened a door for an EA in elementary school, from there on, I knew I wanted to become an EA or work with kids with disabilities in any type of career field. I'm confident, creative, strong, dedicated, understanding, enthusiastic, friendly, and inspirational. If you're to go ask my coworkers what they think of me, they would say I am hardworking, confident, caring. I am a leader when needed, so if there's a situation and someone steps down, I will step up as a leader and do what I need to do from there. I am patient, so I'm very patient with the students. I understand, some of them can be slow at learning things and responding to things, but that's just who they are. Um, and I can relate to that because for my learning, I'm very slow at understanding things. So I can connect to them, to the students, because I understand what they're feeling and what they're going through. So I take the time and have them learn at their own pace. I do not rush them. So I am also fun, strong, and professional. My skills. I learned sign language, so I'm almost fluent in sign language. In high school, I didn't take French because I couldn't understand it, but I decided to take sign language, which is even harder than learning French, and I was able to pick it up no problem. I believe I was able to because sign language is connected to my career. There are a lot of nonverbal students and hard of hearing, so it's important to be able to communicate with them. I believe that every EA and every life skills teacher or helper should know a little bit of sign language because in their career they will have students who are nonverbal and hard of hearing. And for those students, it's very hard to communicate. So if we were able to teach them a little bit of sign language to help communicate, it will make their lives a lot more easier. Even if they knew sign language and an EA or a teacher didn't know it, that will be even more frustrating because they're able to communicate, but you're not able to understand. So I decided I'm going to pick it up, and now I'm almost fluent in sign language. I'm very involved with the deaf community. I have helped students in my high school life skills center, and I've helped the EAs and teachers there in my high school help communicate with the nonverbal students by teaching them just a little bit of sign language. So that is one of my skills that is are very useful for my career. My other one is I have a lot of experience before entering the field and before entering college. So in elementary school, I got offered a job as a respite worker. So the little girl in the picture is the little girl I cared for. I'm very close with the family still. I only worked with her for 4 years, but in those 4 years, I was life changing. Um, her parents, her EAs and teachers, her physiotherapists weren't able to help her push her own wheelchair. But until I came along, a year after working with her, I was very successful and taught her how to push her own wheelchair. So now EAs don't have to push her wheelchair in school. Her parents, if they're in a store, they may have to direct her a bit, but she's very one on one and she's very independent and able to do it herself. And yes, I do have permission to share the photo because her mother thinks it's very important to spread the word. My favorite area of my work field is definitely behavioral students. I haven't really figured out why specifically that is, but I know some reasons are I've been through a lot of things with behavioral students in the past. So I've been hit, I've been kicked, I've been spit at, I've been bit, scratched, you name it, I've been through it. And even though I'm young, I've been through it all, and I'm able to think very quickly when they're going to throw a punch or when they're going to do something, so I can either back away or help make sure they're in a safe area so they don't get hurt. I think I also love trying to figure out why they're acting this way and what we can do as EAs to help make their days a bit more easier on them, and just help them figure out why they're always, having bad behavioral or, any type of behavioral in general. My goals. My first goal is to start off as an EA and work with physical, medical children, autistic children, and behavioral children. Then potentially work and deal with just behavioral students. So, like I said in my last slide, I really like trying to figure out what is causing their behavioral problems and how us as adults can help them feel a bit more better and not have a hard time. Yeah, that's really why I want to work with behavioral students, even if it's working as an EA for a couple years and then moving on to a different career in the same, still working with special needs students and students with disabilities, but I would want to be working towards behavioral students, so going into different schools and helping EAs and teachers decide why the specific student is acting this way and what they can do, what I can do to help them understand the students even better. My second goal in my career is to make every student I work with feel like they are being cared for, make them feel involved in school events and even student social life. So in high school, I was very involved with the life skills class for the 4 years. Every morning, I would grab one student, different every day, and have them walk around in the morning when it's busy in the hallways with, filled with other students, because I believe it's important that they feel more involved with the school and with other students in the school. So even if it's just sitting on a bench beside another stranger, so another student, listening in to another student, that will make them feel more involved with other students. And most students are very respectful for the life skills students. And I understand and I know it's very hard for some students with special needs at home because their parents expect things from them, or they haven't really accepted their child for who they are because they have a disability or something. So I understand it can be rough at home. So when they come to school every day, I want them to feel loved. I want them to feel like they're being cared for. I want them to be happy and laugh. If they're having a bad day, then, they have a bad day, but, that happens to everybody. My last goal is to step in and spread awareness around the world about people with special needs and disabilities. So in my last slide, my final goal was to spread awareness. That has actually been inspired by this man right here. I follow him on Instagram. I follow him on my Facebook. If you guys want to follow him, his thing is Special Books by Special Kids. And what this guy does, I love this guy because he travels around the world to spread awareness about those who have special needs and disabilities. He'll interview each child and Even if they're nonverbal, he's very understanding. He loves what he does, and he just wants to spread awareness about special students with people with special needs and disabilities. And from there, I that's what I want to do. I want to start off, working, like going to kids' houses and interviewing them. Start off probably, in Ontario, travel Ontario, and go visit other kids and interview them just like he does, and then work my way around the world, because I think it's very important that that every child is heard, because in his videos, every kid that is talking says they just want people to want them to know who they are, and be friends with them. And every kid in this video is inspirational, and he's a big inspirational in my life. My last family I follow on Instagram is the Owens Family Life. So this family has adopted children with just special needs and disabilities. They do have their by blood daughter, and then they have lost two children. They have lost two children, adopted children, because of their because they were medically fragile, and it was just their time. But they have three other adoptive kids at home who are all special needs, all in wheelchairs. But I think it's very inspirational because they want to take in kids with special needs and disabilities into their family and make sure they have a home for them. And that has actually inspired me to potentially adopt a child with special needs or disability, and make sure they're being loved for the rest of their lives. And I think would just be great to have a child like that, and make sure they're getting what they want in life. So that is my whole video. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Thank you.